old with those type of graphics, but modernize it. And I kind of thought the same with Intellivision. And then I saw Astro Smash, and I was like, wow, that Astro Smash kind of looks pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
Then I saw Night Stalker, and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah, it looked kind of nice, but it was just a very brief demo for a few seconds. They did not make a whole game out of it. You seem to think they've made a whole game, and that's what it looks like. Sorry to disappoint you, mate, but they haven't.
Yeah.
Night Stalker took the old Running Man, they took the blockiness of the maze and everything, made it move, but modernized it. And I think more games should be like that.
It was just a demo that lasts a few seconds, just to trick in the idiots, and bingo, it worked.
Pete, what were you looking forward to? I know we probably said it a while ago, but
I don't know. So much of the different stuff. Frankly, I always said
I'm looking forward to publishing this video and seeing the comments that everyone puts in them, because it's brilliant. I love it. I love all your comments.
the first game I was going to play, I'm going to go to a pack intent. It was Astro Smash, the first game I was going to try. But I like biplanes from the packet, from the packs. Try out those. Of Moon Patrol. I want to play Moon Patrol sometime because I always had a hard time on my phone, and it felt like so much fun, but I just couldn't control it right on my phone.
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean it would be better on like a normal sort of joypad, but the Moon Patrol game, that is one of the things I would actually play. That and the Breakout game, if it ever came out, which it won't. I would actually like to play the whole Moon Patrol game. I don't think we ever will, but then I think, or was it that they put the whole demo or whatever they came up with? They put it. I think they put it on the. I think you could get up to level Z on the Amico app. I wonder if is the Amico app even still running. Let's just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Have I got? Hang on. My phone's doing other things. Amico. Oh. No matching results. Let's go to the Google Play Store. Amico. Oh. Well, I've put in Amico, and it doesn't seem to exist anymore. Oh, Amico Club. Yeah, it does exist. Hang on. Oh, looks like I uninstalled it. It's going to 88 megabytes. We'll come back.
But it felt so like when it was working right, when I didn't get my fat fingers in the way, it just felt really, really good. Yeah. And so that's where I was going to go. I was really looking forward to that one. That too, Kevin, Tron Deadly Disc, but there was still no license, so I wasn't expecting it soon.
Tron Deadly Discs. Have I played that? I'm not sure. I know I played the Tron arcade game, which is like a series of mini games. And I did see a video where someone imported the Tron arcade game as like an arcade one-up, and it cost something like about $700-800 for just a series of mini games. I mean, it's great fun to play, but it's nothing I'd really want to buy, and nothing I'd want to spend $800 on, plus shipping, plus tax, and all the rest of it, and duty. It's an insane amount of money. Has this thing downloaded yet? It's downloaded Amico Club, so it's coming up. Demo RFID reader. Ooh, RFID reader. Hold the NFC tag against your device. I've not got any NFC tags, but yeah. So the confusing NFTs with NFCs. Store. Ooh. Intellivision.com/shop. Oh, it's just for the t-shirts and box art, just in the form of t-shirts. Demo. What was the demo? Oh, for. Oh, hang on. Moon Patrol. It claims it's loading. Claims it's loading the game. You'll hear it in a moment if it does. It seems to just be sitting there. Oh, it's doing something. Moon Patrol Milky Way challenges. Loading. I've put tilt controls in. I did tilt controls rather than actually do the thing where I press buttons. This is actually proper. Also tilt to go faster. Oh, I've died. That's enough of that. Anyway, so yeah, you can still download the Amico app. Just search for Amico on the Google Play Store. Maybe it's on iOS Store. I don't know. I've never had an iPhone. Yeah. Well, at least you can play Moon Patrol.
So it was sort of on a back burner. That's my favorite 125 game, Tron Deadly Disc. So
Nice.
of course I wanted to see it, but say la vie, right?
Yeah, that's what I always, I Cloudy Mountain and Night Stalker to me just kind of.
Okay, so is everyone on the panel expecting a Q1 release date? Q1 in what year?
Are set aside from the rest of those, but Astro Smash, I'll agree with you on that. Astro Smash is always been one of my favorites.
Why? You played the demo at the you played the game at the Boston, wherever it was. Tommy made the video with John Avocado playing through the game, through the whole 10 levels of Astro Smash that never seems to change. There's no difficulty settings. So if you played it, why the hell would you want to buy it again? You played it, why would you want to spend $400 plus $20? Is it one of the ones you've already bought? If it ever exists, which you won't. Oh, it's ridiculous.
And it was the very first game I played. Me and Mike Mullis played it.
Yep.
We're first ones playing that, and I was like, "Wow, this is beautiful. It plays like the old one, but
beautiful.
Has that slide feature for the blast the hyperspace right through the rock." You
remember Raiders of the Lost Ark when they open up the Ark and Belloc sees what's coming out of the Ark and goes, "Beautiful." That's what DJC's like. Beautiful. None of it's beautiful. It's all turned to shit.
Which is kind of neat. But yeah, but the Cloudy Mountain and the Night Stalker, to me, those just stand out. Those are big. Those are big ones right there.
The only big ones you'll have are coming out your bottom.
So is everyone on the panel expecting a Q1? I don't think we really know, man. Like, I think that would be more of a question for Intellivision themselves, but that's...
Even though they're closed?
Seems reasonable to me. If they're right now about to manufacture these things, and then they're going to do the test of these pilot ones, then go into manufacturing right after, I would say that'd be end of year manufacturing going into the first part of the year to actually start shipping units.
With what money? They have no money. You need $100,000 to $1 million. You need $1 million to publish to put these consoles together. Fuck me.
Mm-hmm. And I want everyone to remember, and I know a lot of this is trolling and stuff like that, but as far as Intellivision's plans, this isn't like, hey, get money to ship Founders and we're done. Like, this is...
No, it's not anything at all.
The big picture, once again, this is, let's make sure this we have content for the next 3 to 5 years.
Oh, mercy. So we're not just going to pump out some consoles. We're going to have content for 3 to 5 years. There's been, in terms of manufacturing the scam, prior to the 2018 information dump, they must have been working on that for a year. So they spent 5 years doing fuck all anyway, just working on the scam. And you think they've been working on planning 3 to 5 years of content? Good Lord.
When we release this, when we ship this product. So just don't think that they're just, their dream is still to pop this out. This
Their dream is to scam idiots out of $17 million, and they fucking realize that dream.
This is their passion to get this thing out.
Passion. Their passion. The only passion they've got is drinking passion fruit.
Get put out correctly, properly, completely stable, and to have content.
Oh. Fuck. Just say that again.
Their dream is still to pop this out. This is their passion to get this thing out and get it put out correctly, properly, completely stable, and to have content and new content coming.
Yeah.
So I know that is the plan. So
I know that is a plan. He doesn't know it, but he knows that is a plan. Oh, good God.
You know, so like I think a lot of people think, well, if they ship these, it's it. That's it. They just, you know, they did it and that's it. And it's like, no. That's the whole reason that it's kind of taken this as much as everyone doesn't like it a long time.
No. That's why it's taking forever and a day to do this, because they're just making sure they've got something to pump out. Yeah.
It's because everything's getting set into place to make sure that this has longevity.
Damn right.
And I think that's why I support it and like it.
You thick twat.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, there's a lot going on the screen. Yes, Saggy.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
If I don't catch something, I have mods in there, so just mod away if I'm not catching stuff. That's, a couple people. Everybody's been mostly okay though. But anyways, so Jeff, I remember you had a family all go out to see Intellivision out there. Did they play any games that they liked? I know you didn't play yourself, but
yeah, no, I've never played the Amico. So, what did they play? I think I know it was Astro Smash, definitely. Oh man, I can't remember anymore. They only played like maybe 3 games.
Okay.
Oh,
I always thought the Evil.
So you went all that way to play some games, and you only played 3 games.
An Evil game was pretty good too.
You know what? That
one looked a lot of fun. I never really got around to playing that one. So it was like there was always like 4 or 5 people on that one all the time.
I play. No lie, I play that game almost daily.
Oh, hang on, I missed something. So I'm sort of looking down my phone half the time as well. Kevin Alvarado. There's no Kevin Alvarado. There's a Kevin Strom. There's a John Alvarado. I can attest we're working on. There's no. I can attest we're working on quality. We've got one shot to make a good impression. Epic trolling, whoever that is.
No lie, I play that game almost daily.
So what game was that? Hang on, sorry.
There was always like 4 or 5 people on that one all the time.
I play. No lie, I play that game almost.
Oh, cool. What game was it?
2.
You know what? That
one looked a lot of fun. I never really got around to playing that one.
So
go back again.
Oh man, I can't remember anymore. They only played like maybe 3 games.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought the Evil Knievel game was pretty good too.
You know what? That's
one looked a lot of fun. I never really got around to playing that one.
Evil Knievel, the game that they showed on that demo, where on that sort of Friday office video where they went around the office showing everyone having fun, and then the cornhole was broken again, and they were trying to redo that. And they were never getting, and they were getting nowhere fast. And then they went into the room where they were playing Evil Knievel. They're all sitting around having fun, la di la, and they all try to play it, and at least 2 of the Evil Knievel bikes don't get off the ground; they just crash. And then, so the people who are making the game can't even play the game. But then they don't need to make the game because it's already out on mobile.
So
it was like there was always like 4 or 5 people on that one all the time.
I play. No lie, I play that game almost daily.
You lie.
Oh yeah.
I have the iOS version, and I love that game. It's awesome. It's just a fun game. I can't wait to actually play it again, because I did play the Amico version when I was out in Easton.
I was messing around with that more in when I was in Boston. I kind of just got into the menus and was like checking out the other features, and then got to the stunt tracks and pulling up different stunt tracks. And I don't know if I was supposed to, but I was, you know.
Well, if you do that, Tommy might come along and give you a reach around.
It's a fun game, right? It sucks you in.
Hey, what's happening? There he is. He's not walking. He's got his games behind him.
Where's Mike? I thought he was going to be in by now.
He's out molesting.
What's going on?
Oh, that I don't know. He's in.
That's MUHLIST. Mike Molist. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Chat.
Okay. Yeah, I saw him in chat. But...
Yeah. There's a Go Game Go variant of Brain Duel, by the way, out there.
Hey, everybody.
How is it going, man?
Oh, good. I apologize. I want to be here for a little early celebration, but my kids were in such a mood to party that I was with them for quite a bit.
Yeah.
God, Rabbit and his kids always doing cocaine. Good Lord.
I snuck into Go Games Go's show for a little bit, so it was
nice. I was in there a little bit. So we were all talking about. Well, by the way,
why do these people have? They know when each other's shows are happening. Why do they have shows that mix at the same time? They're on at the same time. Or on the same evening. Why don't you just have them on different evenings? Then you can spend as much time as you like in each other's show. That'd be common sense, of course.
We have a poll going. Let me just update the poll here. We have about 80 votes in right now. It's the best Amico memory on this show after 50 shows. Mm-hmm. And we have, the categories are Cat Fighter, The Pooping Flamingo, Rab Walking, and Nick Eating.
Rab Stalking?
So far, the Cat Fighter is at 39% winning, Pooping Flamingo at 25%, Nick Eating at 22%, and unfortunately, Rab Walking at 14%, but that may change now.
Breaking news, it doesn't change.
Now that the man is here.
That's it. Let's get
You can rally for your cause.
With those kind of numbers, I'm going to have to walk.
Yeah, we met Thomas Bryan in the Boston area. Yeah, it was all of us there. Panda, Creep. That was fun, man. That was really good meet. Met him and his...
Who the fuck calls themselves a creep? Oh, God. That is so ridiculous.
Father that got to play the new Intellivision as well, and he had an Intellivision growing up, probably bought it for Thomas. So that's cool to see. I really wish my dad was still around to see that because he's the whole reason I literally got into gaming, because he was like, no, man. He's like, after the Atari came out, he wanted something better, always getting something better. And
okay. So me and DJC have something in common. Both our dads have passed away. You know, as I've said last time, you may take a week or two off work, but then you go back into work, and got the number of people, as I found with my mum. But sorry, just with my dad it happened, because I went back into the office when my mum died last year. I was still working from home all the time. Now it's a bit of a mix of the two. But when my dad died, I was off work for a week, and then went back into the office. I was like, oh God, how am I going to manage this? And the number of people who'd also lost a parent was quite staggering, and I never even thought about it. But the fact they had, I mean, it's bad we have to anyway. In fact, it's not just bad, it's really shit. But the fact so many people have lost a parent sort of made me feel better for going back into the workplace. It's but yeah, you just go back in, and you just sort of try and crack on with things, and you sort of deal with the grief in your own time. But you don't run off for fucking months and months and months, Tommy Tallarico. You fucking bullshit twat.
He brought home the Intellivision. Then after the Intellivision, it was NES, and after the NES, it was TurboGraphics and Sega, and on, you know. But yeah, that was fun, Thomas. That was really fun.
I wanted to be there. I wanted to be there for that one so bad.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that one too. It just wasn't in the cards for me to make that trip as well.
I was in Florida, so.
Oh.
Is it? No, I never. I was never told that, so I cannot verify that, man. I'd never.
Oh, good one, Jorge. Is it true Tommy said only 10% chance of Amico ever coming out? I forget where that came out. I wish I could remember, but God, with all this red wine up pumped to me, I'm surprised I can remember anything. But yeah, Tommy Tallarico. There is something where he said it was only going to be 10% chance of it coming out. I forget the exact things. I'm sure someone can post in the comments below as to what the exact palaver was.
Never heard that.
I wasn't told either.
I know it was told other
another
people.
Conversation.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm
sorry. They all just like, oh no, not gonna happen. Made up.
That, man. I'd never heard that.
I wasn't told either.
I know it was told other
another
people.
Conversation.
Yeah.
No.
Let's just all sweep it under the carpet.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. If that was said in a conversation, I wasn't there for it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You arse-looking arseholes.
Yeah.
And George Games. I got to play Amico in Thanksgiving Point, and it was a blast.
Thanksgiving Point, where they had Moon Patrol. and it had Star Fox text saying you play the game while going through the Lilac system. Because Tommy couldn't even be bothered to write a even if it wasn't the story that would be going into the actual game itself, he couldn't even be bothered writing a few lines of nonsense just to put into the game. Right, but instead he decided to copy a Nintendo storyline. And these fucking simps still fucking simp for it.
Yeah, I think you were in that. I thought you was in that video too.
He was.
Yeah, that looked fun.
He was there with his family in that
That's
video.
what it was. Okay. Yeah, my family always sat around to play. Like my dad. Now, mind you, think about this. It was like 1980 or maybe not even 81, and it was the big wooden TV. You pulled all the kitchen chairs into the living room in front of the big wooden TV. You set the television in the middle between the, because you're passing the phone squirrely controller that you can't, between two people on each side. And then there's beer and cigarettes. And then that's what the house smelled like back then, orange shag carpet. And that was, but they play golf. My uncles.
That's the only sign of any shag that DJC experience.
And cousins, everybody would play golf with my dad. When it was like me and my mom and my dad, then it was bowling. Me and my mom, a lot of bowling. When it was just me and my dad, like on an afternoon, like on a weekend or something, he would play Astro Smash, and he would get very far on Astro Smash. And I remember the first time
wow, all the way to the 10th level.
He got this to the 6th level, and I was like, wait, it turned back to black? Like, I was thinking it was going to be a cooler color. I was like, it just went back to 6th level. Looks like the first level. But it was so much stuff raining down. It's unbelievable. And
that's what these games are like back in the day. They sort of recycle back to level 1, but they just sort of increase the difficulty to the point where it's impossible to play. That's what they were all like. Very simple games to play, or simple in premise, but then eventually the difficulty ramps up so much it just fucks you up the arse. Never mind Grounded level on The Last of Us Part 1 remake. This is fucked up the arse level.
Oh my god, to see that final level in Astro Smash. My cat down here. And the final level in Astro Smash in Boston, where it just rains down fury, I cannot wait to play through that game. It's unbelievable. I didn't even have a chance just playing it. Me and Panda played it. You played that as well too, right, Rab? In Boston, the final level
of Astro Smash? No.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't?
No.
I know we didn't film it, but they ended up showing it in the deep dive anyways. But
yeah, I was chasing some kids and doing some other stuff, so I didn't get to get that deep into Astro Smash at those events.
No, it was fun. Yeah, and got another one there.
Now, I remember hearing that, and then because I listened to all this before, let's play that back because there's nothing on screen. I wonder if because the live chat never seems to work when I'm on my mobile. Let's just hang on.
To get that deep into Astro Smash at those events.
No, it was fun. Yeah, and got another one there. Potion, what's happening?
So I'm not sure. I didn't see anything disappear, but it sounded like he was just removing comments that he disagreed with, a bit like the mainstream media, just censoring facts and opinions that some people may find offensive or disagree with. But DJC doesn't like facts and opinions he doesn't agree with.
But man,
hey, Potion.
Oh.
Sorry if I'm slurring my words now. It's because I've had red wine. Because red wine goes to my head. Thank you very much. UB40. And whoever sang it first, I can't be arsed looking it up. But yeah, great song. All
right, trying to clean up here, and we're good. Blitzkrieg, the Earth is round. Yes, it is.
What?
Is everyone?
Imagine having nothing better to do than just tidy up facts and opinions you don't agree with on your fucking live stream that nobody will watch apart from me.
No.
Breaking news.
About 1,000 feet, you can figure that out.
Breaking news.
But that's awesome. I think I know what you meant. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Saggy played the 10th level too, or at least I think she was or we weren't filming that, but she was there when it was happening because we obviously knew that. But yeah, that was cool. And then there was the boss level in well, I think there's actually a screenshot of it now in the family trailer that Intellivision put out like so many months ago this year. But I saw we got in Finnegan Fox. We got to the first boss, which was the giant frog, and it's like shooting its tongue out at you. And Tommy was showing us how to, he was battling them and stuff. And I was like,
if anyone's shooting their tongue out, it's DJC shoving his tongue out at fucking Tommy Tallarico's arse.
Like I still think that game looks great. I know that everybody jokes about my jaw hitting the ground, but like once again, you go from blocky 70s graphics to something like Finnegan Fox. Yeah, it does blow my mind away, and they are beautiful graphics. So I'm gonna roll with it.
I want to jump in here real quick on that particular, because I saw that in Easton, and when it's weird to see, because I've seen a lot of games that have been 2D graphics, different colors, all sorts of different stuff, right?
Yeah.
But when you're looking specifically at that game, like it's weird to say it, but it looked so sharp. Like the way that everything was displayed on the screen looked really, really sharp, that it was actually striking to see. And I thought it was impressive. Is it is it going to be like, oh, it's going to, blow everything else out of the water? Like, no, it's not photorealism. We're not talking about like, better than PS5 or Series S or, Series X or whatever. But,
hold the front page. Let's just go back a little bit. Got a little bit distracted, but yeah. That's good.
I still think that game looks great. I know that everybody jokes about my jaw hitting the ground, but like, once again, you go from blocky 70s graphics to something like Finnegan Fox. Yeah, it does blow my mind away.
To blocky 80s graphics.
And they are beautiful graphics. So I'm going to roll with it.
I want to jump in here real quick on that particular, because I saw that in Easton, and when it's weird to see, because I've seen a lot of games that have been 2D graphics.
DJC has a look on his face like he's tugging off to Saggy's melons every fucking night.
Different colors, all sorts of different stuff, right?
Yeah.
But when you're looking specifically at that game, like it's weird to say it, but it looked so sharp.
So I missed that.
It's weird to say it, but
sweet and tender. Saggy watched while Rab played cornhole.
But it looked so sharp. Like
it did.
The way that everything was displayed on the screen looked really, really sharp, that it was actually striking to see. And I thought it was impressive.
It was just shitty cartoon style graphics.
Is it is it going to be like, oh, it's going to, blow everything else out of the water? Like, no, it's not photorealism. We're not talking about like, better than PS5 or Series S or.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, Finnegan Fox on the Amico versus Last of Us Part 1 remake and God of War Ragnarok and all the rest. Nah.
Series X or whatever. But, for its type, it actually looks really, really good. And I was surprised. And I actually enjoyed playing it as well.
Yeah, it's very crisp and very fluid, and I did not expect that art style to show up.
So the only time DJC's jaw dropped is when it was just after he dropped Tommy Tallarico's trousers
on the Amico. So to see it, to see it represented on the screen when we've got some updates from videos from Intellivision was one thing, but to see it kind of live on large screen in person, it just looks a little better. And you got to see, people are going to have to see for themselves on stuff like that. I mean, you can only take someone's word for it. Like, I see stuff on the computer. I see stuff on an advertisement. It looks, you think it's going to look that way. It mostly looks that way, but, it did look very crisp. It did pop out. It was very smooth. It was like, oh, that is actually, it's not nowhere near Cuphead animation, but it has something charming about it. And I know there's going to be a flip, but.
Well, Cuphead animation was sort of like, Disney 1920s, 1930s kind of animation. And Rab's comparing it to that. The shitty mobile phone graphics to Cuphead? No.
It had something charming about it that you just don't expect when you were seeing Astro Smash and Biplanes and some of those other games.
Yeah,
agreed. Yeah, that is a good way to put it there, Rap. Yeah.
DJC's bid created the Grand Canyon. When DJC's bid dropped down, all they did was part the hairs on Tommy Tallarico's arsehole.
Biplanes is another one I saw.
So Rab said it looked better than Cuphead.
Yeah, exactly. Can we quote that? Can we get that on a t-shirt? Biplanes is another one that, surprisingly, as simple as it is really fun.
Yeah.
Now,
that was one of the weirdest ones to get used to me. The controls are like left and right to go up and down, and I was expecting to like roll.
That's what I was trying to do, like figure eights, like
and it kept freaking me out, man. I kept stalling like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's basically
if there's other control mechanisms on that, like they have on the
gotta be
armor battle game?
That's something I didn't get to play. Did anybody play that?
You never got to play Armor Battle, aka Tank Battle, aka Battle Tank, aka Tank? The game where they changed the title about 3 or 4 times. Kept re-recording the video because it was full of stolen artwork.
No, I just watched it. And I played Biplanes briefly, so I didn't know if there was any other control mechanisms. I'm just curious, because that I could see as being beneficial to people that are having difficulty getting used to it, like Nick was.
Yeah.
Oh, Biplanes comes out for Switch. I don't know if that's one of the...
I'm sure you can play on another game similarly on Switch.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. I don't know
what they're going to release where.
Yeah, I don't know what IPs those are going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be good. It'd probably be... It's one of the original television games, so it could be Biplanes.
He doesn't know, but he's going to hazard a guess that it will be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the one that has that, what is it, BBG or whatever, that's got the 4-game deal outside of Dino Blaster and Brain Duel. Those 4 titles, I mean, I would assume that they would be titles that are either in the works or in the or close to something that was in the works. So that way they could just move on it, right? I mean, if the work's already been done, why wouldn't you choose those 4 to push?
Yeah. The work's already been done. They haven't made any games. What part of that do you not get? None of these games have been made.
To release.
Yeah, I would imagine something like Space Strikers would be an easy port too, because they originally got that up and running using, I think, Xbox controllers.
Nothing is working. Space Strikers was just like a brief demo. I mean, I don't think there was any sort of scoreboard on the screen at the time. It was just 4 random characters kicking a swirly ball about and getting nowhere. How is that a game?
Yeah. So they've already built in the controls for that, right? Yeah. So why not?
And Couch in the Wood it's not like they're just like, oh, here's Space Strikers and we're just gonna like leave it alone. They've been continuing to work on that and have shown it as its other form in Graviators. Was it like 2 or 3 months ago they did a show in Germany,
and that one that would potentially be online play since it is on another platform. Now I know, like Papa Pete, you and Jeff had wanted to play, online classic versions of. We
were just talking about that.
Yeah. Are there 4 in particular you would like to see one of these companies kind of take the mantle with and take to another system? Because as it stands right now, Amico isn't going to be online play, at least as far as what Tommy was saying, where they were. It may not be something in the cards.
Tommy said a lot of things.
For at least the initial release. We don't know about later on.
At least the first year after release is what, that was way back. That was stated early on.
Yeah.
Long before.
See, here's another question: that wouldn't that hurt the system selling those particular games if they have online play on another?
Do you think if we get a high score for the game in a non-Amico system, we can still have Tommy or Phil Adam email us a certificate with our name that we can print out? Good God.
Selling those particular games if they have online play on another console, but they don't on the Amico.
So this is quite important, so I'll just rewind that back a bit.
Wouldn't that hurt the system selling those particular games if they have online play on another console, but they don't on the Amico.
So it's basically saying that when they make games for other consoles, these games aren't being made anyway, but let's go with it. Then when they make games on other consoles, they will all have online play, whether it's Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, but the Amico won't have online play. So the Amico will be the lesser version.
Are there differences on Amico that they don't have on those other systems?
Right. What?
And of course now Rab's now white knighting for it, saying, "Oh wow, whatever extra, the Amico is going to have so much extra content that never mind online play, because online play is what a lot of people like. I don't care for it, but a lot of people like it. But whatever minor extra bit that the Amico version has, that's going to be head and shoulders above the fucking rest. Twat."
What would bring people to the console whenever the console comes out?
Nothing.
Versus just playing it on somewhere else where they can do online play. It had to be something pretty spectacular, because most people would really, really, really like an on-play feature on most things. And now it's contrary to what the system's original intent was, but it's a feature that people are really enamored with in this day and age.
Yeah.
Now, leaderboards were always going to be a thing, though, right?
Leaderboards was always going to be a thing. I don't think it was going to happen at launch, but it was always going to be a thing. But that's different than online play. It has to be
an easy. And once again, who am I? I'm not a programmer. I don't make games. Whatever. Yeah, I like to play them, and I'm not really good at them. But I think that
hang on. Let's just go back.
I like to play them,
but it was always going to be a thing. But that's different than online play. It has to be an easy.
And once again, who am I? I'm not a programmer. I don't make games. Whatever. Yeah, I like to play them, and I'm not really good at them. But
he's not really good at games. How am I not surprised?
But I think that the fact that if they can do online leaderboards, I think that's pretty obvious. You could eventually have an update to maybe play a game online. I don't know if that's, like I said, I don't program stuff, but I'm hoping for classic stuff online. And if some of those classic IPs, like me and Pete were saying earlier, and Rab was just bringing up, if those end up going to Switch Online, and I get to play baseball with Pete or hockey or something like, or bowling, oh my God, my favorite, then I'm happy with that too. But I think eventually, if Amico's still going in 5 years from now, that
if Amico's still going in 5 years, fuck off.
That needs to be an option, or 3 years from now, or
totally.
A couple of years. That I think that online play is going to be something that needs to be part of it, because it's just going to have to go with the norm at that point. But until then, classic IPs. If you're going to put another classic greatest hits collection out, like we were just talking about, like the stuff back in the day, we've had Intellivision Lives, we've had greatest hits, we've had rocks, we've had all these on every platform possible, right? I'm sure we could all pull exactly. Yeah, we got an Evercade now,
right?
So the Evercade version. Let's go back.
Pull exactly.
The Evercade version has 12 games. The 125 games made for the television, apparently, and they only have 12 on one fucking cartridge. They take up fuck all space, but Evercade can only put 12 games on one fucking cartridge.
Yeah, we got an Evercade emulator,
right? Every ROM and every emulator. So the only thing you can add to that, if you're going to play the original game, we said what 4? Let's say 4 titles.
Yeah,
it would be Sea Battle, baseball. It's hard to narrow it down with the sports, but other than that, wow, Sea Battle is always the one that comes to mind.
Would it mostly be the sports though, since all of those are the required 2 players?
Yeah, the sports. I mean, what are you going to say?
Baseball for sure.
Baseball is the one, sure. And you would think between soccer and football, NFL football will be
football and soccer are actually pretty solid.
Your soccer, your hockey, they seem like I'm sorry, the 4K games, the data packet isn't going to be that big.
The what?
I'm sorry, the 4K games, the data packet.
Data.
Isn't going to be that big. I might be naive in my thinking there, but
Mickey Phantom. This is obviously not the Mickey Phantom. Mickey Phantom. I'm pretty sure they can add online play to Amico if it's already connected to the internet. It can't be that hard. Oh, God. Don't even go there. It'd be a fucking nightmare to add it into a game that's not got it already. Absolute nightmare. Can you imagine 4-player Moon Patrol over the internet? No, it's not going to happen. Imagine the lag. 4 times the lag.
It's just a way to develop something in the software that will enable it to read it, and the two games interact over distance. You know, I don't know. That's Sea Battle. Sea Battle is the one I want to see.
King Crab. Geeks has rubbed me wrong now, and not with butter. Geeks with cash rubbing you with butter.
I want to be able to play a game of Sea Battle and Utopia, Sorry, being another one against other people over distance, right?
So Pete, what about a 2-player?
I think it's kind of a 2-player Zaxxon where one player is flying and the other person just gets to poke them with a stick to irritate them even more.
That's funny. Yeah, we only have a Coleco Donkey Kong remake too. I want the ape even greener this time. I want a nice neon glowing in the dark green.
But then you can even develop things like a one-player game now for the most part, like an Astro Smash or whatever. You can develop it for 2-player where they alternate, where they play head
absolutely.
If you can develop stuff like that as well.
I just hope they're not going to take like and I'm not nothing against the programmers or the persons or that company that's doing it, BBMG or whatever. I'm messing it all up.
BBG.
BBG. I just hope they're not going to just go, let's be lazy, let's just do the ports. You know, let's just port them.
So he doesn't think they'll just be lazy doing a game. They won't make games anyway. But he thinks they won't be lazy. They'll really put their heart and soul into this. Fuck off.
Like we do on emulators, like we did them on. It's like, no, if you're going to get these classic IPs, let's do something good with them. Make this an online collection. It has to be. I'm glad we talked about that because that is so green hate for Smash Brothers. Yeah, no, I just think that would be the real thing. How many games did Tommy say would be ready at launch?
About 50. About 50.
I don't think he really came out with a number, at least.
Oh, the gaslighting continues.
Not to me.
It was an evolving number.
We got the ones, the boxed ones up here. We got the 6 pack-ins, and then there's a few other ones that they have announced, and there's some they haven't. So
we're going to announce at least one game every 2 weeks. Plus, about 50 at launch. Said they're working on at least 50 games.
It went from 35 down in the.
Oh, he wanted to do
down
50,
to low 20s, and you have to realize that when they started to run into financial trouble, some of those they kind of held off a little bit to kind of work into like phase 2 games. The next 6 months, what are they going to release if they don't have money to be developing all these new games?
So these are games that Gators could make in a day. Yet, like skiing, yet these guys seem to think they've been working on these games for fucking years. I've been going mad for fucking years.